Hello students, today we are going to start with the next part. After completing the different curves we have already completed in the earlier video. Now we will see the mechanism that different happenings that occurs during the transport of gases. So first of all, we know already that how this oxygen and carbon dioxide are transported from the region of the alveoli to the region of the tissue, or from the region of the tissue to the region of the alveoli. Now we will see some phenomenon or some effect that occurs during the transport of gases. So first of all, we will see what happens during the transport of carbon dioxide. Okay, so during carbon dioxide transport, what actually happens? Okay, so first of all, see, whenever carbon dioxide is being transported from the region of the tissue to the region of the alveoli, a phenomenon occurs. And what is that phenomenon? That is called as the Bohr's effect. Okay, now what is that Bohr's effect? Okay, so what is Bohr's effect? First of all, what I have said, that whenever carbon dioxide is transported from the region of the tissue to the region of the alveoli, it transports via three different means. What are they? First of all, carbon dioxide binds with hemoglobin, that is around 23%. 7% of the carbon dioxide that dissolve in the plasma, and that's why that's this way that transport to the region of the alveoli, and around 70% of the carbon dioxide that binds with the water that is present in the plasma and that be transported to the region of the alveoli. Now we will see that around that 70% of the carbon dioxide. So first of all, see, whenever this carbon dioxide binds with the water molecule that is present in the plasma, then what happens? It reacts with each other, and this will produce a very unstable compound in presence of the highest working or highly activated enzyme. What is that? This is the fastest working enzyme, that is called as the carbonic anhydrase. Okay, so in presence of the carbonic anhydrase, what happens? This carbon dioxide molecule binds with the water molecule and it produces a unstable compound. What is that? This is carbonic acid, right? So whenever this carbonic acid has been produced, it soon dissociate, right? It will soon dissociate into what? It will soon dissociate into hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. So this is called as the bicarbonate ion, right? So what is that? This is called as the Bohr's effect. See, whenever the transport of carbon dioxide occurs from the region of the tissue to the region of the alveoli, what happens? Okay, so this is the region of the tissue. So what happens? This carbon dioxide binds with water, it forms the carbonic acid, and that carbonic acid is broken down, it will dissociate into hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. So here what we have, hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion, and this way this has been transported, right? And whenever it reaches the region of the alveoli will ask for carbon dioxide, isn't it? Because this carbon dioxide have to be exchanged, right? So that's why what happened, once again the reaction get reversed. How the reaction will be reversed? That hydrogen ion that binds with this bicarbonate ion, that will dissociate once again to carbonic acid, and this carbonic acid will be dissociate into water and carbon dioxide, and this way carbon dioxide will be transported. So what is this phenomenon? This phenomenon is called as the Bohr's effect. So that's why whenever we see the acidity of the oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood, then we have to understand that due to the presence of this hydrogen ion, the deoxygenated blood is more acidic as compared to the oxygenated blood, right? So this way this Bohr's effect occurs. Now another thing we have to know, this is another effect actually occurs. This is called as the Haldane's effect. Okay, so this is called as the Haldane's effect. So what is this Haldane effects, and what actually will happen in this Haldane effect, we will see. So Bohr's effect occurs during carbon dioxide transport, right? And during oxygen transportation, what happened? We are going to have the Haldane's effect. Okay. Now what is this Haldane's effect actually? So Haldane effect is nothing but what we know, oxygen binds with hemoglobin molecule and it forms a compound. What is that compound? That is oxyhemoglobin, right? Now whenever oxyhemoglobin concentration is higher, okay, so normally it is not releasing or it is not acting as an acid, but whenever oxyhemoglobin is higher in the blood, it acts as a strong acid. Okay, it acts as a strong acid. And what we know, that strong acid characteristics is release hydrogen ion, right? So whenever oxygen transportation is going on from the region of the alveoli to the region of the tissue, what happens? High level of oxyhemoglobin starts to act as a strong acid. Strong acid, that is oxyhemoglobin, it starts to release hydrogen ion. This hydrogen ion that is present in the blood, already present bicarbonate ion, is reacting with it, isn't that? So this bicarbonate ion, whenever binds with hydrogen ion in presence of it will form, in this hydrogen ion binds with bicarbonate ion, it will form this carbonic acid, and this carbonic acid will dissociate into water and carbon dioxide. So whenever oxygen is being transported, rather the tissue should get oxygen, the tissue starts to get carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is called as the Haldane's effect. So Haldane's effect is very rare, it is not happening normally. Whenever your oxyhemoglobin concentration is higher than that of the normal amount, it starts to act as a strong acid, and strong acid's behavior is to release hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ion is released, and during the transportation, hydrogen ion meets the bicarbonate ion. Bicarbonate ion binds with this hydrogen ion and form the carbonic acid. And what we know, that this carbonic acid will dissociate into carbon dioxide and water, right? So what is this? This is called as the Haldane's effect. So you have to remember the two effects. One is Bohr effect, another is the Haldane's effect. Bohr's effects occur during the transportation of carbon dioxide, and Haldane's effect that will occur during the transportation of oxygen. We have another effect also, and what is that effect? That is called as the chloride shift. Okay, this is called as the chloride shift, or this is also called as the hamburger shift. Okay, so what is this hamburger shift? Let us see. First of all, this is happening whenever carbon dioxide transportation is occurring. Okay, so here we will see what is happening during the carbon dioxide transport, right? So first of all, see, this is the hemoglobin molecule. In the hemoglobin molecule, in the cytoplasm, what we have? Water molecule. So some amount of carbon dioxide enters inside the RBC. It meets the water molecule present in the cytoplasm, and it will form what? The carbonic acid, and carbonic acid will dissociate into the bicarbonate ion, HCO3 minus, and it will form hydrogen ion, right? Now what is happening here? You just see that this bicarbonate ion will not present inside the RBC. It leaves the RBC. Okay, so whenever this bicarbonate ion leaves the RBC, it comes outside the RBC molecule. What will happen to the RBC molecule? It will start having a positive charge because of this hydrogen ion, right? So that's why from outside in the plasma, the abundant molecule that is present, that is sodium chloride. Okay, sodium chloride will dissociate into chloride ion and sodium ion, right? And this chloride ion that will start to enter inside it. Okay, it will enter inside the RBC so that it can neutralize the positive charge of the RBC. And this way, what happened? It will reach the region of the alveoli. And once again, this reaction will be reversed. That means this way, what we have, the transportation of carbon dioxide is going on, right? And whenever the same RBC molecule is reaching towards the region of the alveoli, so see, this is the region of the alveoli and this is the region of the tissue. In the region of the tissue, what will happen? This hemoglobin molecule, sorry, the RBC molecule. So this is the RBC molecule. The carbon dioxide will enter inside the RBC, bind with water, form carbonic acid, dissociate into bicarbonate and hydrogen ion. Bicarbonate ion will leave the that bicarbonate ion leave the RBC. It will go to the interstitial space. And in the interstitial space it will go, and from the interstitial space the chloride ion will enter inside the RBC to neutralize the positive charge of the RBC, and this way it will reach the region of the alveoli. In the alveoli, what we have? Chloride ion we have and hydrogen ion we have. Okay, so what happened? The alveolar region we have to transport carbon dioxide. So what will happen? From the interstitial space, this bicarbonate ion that is present, so this bicarbonate ion will once again enter inside it. So what will happen? We will have, because of this chloride ion also, bicarbonate ion also, it will have a negative charge, it will develop a negative charge. So what will happen? This chloride ion will once again remove outside the RBC, right? So chloride ion will remove outside the RBC. This bicarbonate ion will enter inside the RBC. Bicarbonate and the hydrogen ion that will bind with each other, it will form carbonic acid, and this carbonic acid will dissociate into water molecule and carbon dioxide. Okay, and this way this carbon dioxide will be transported towards the region of the alveoli, and alveoli will get this carbon dioxide and remove it throughout that means remove outside the body during the expiration process. So what is this? This is a phenomenon discovered by scientist Hamburger, and this shift of chloride ion occurs. So first of all, chloride ion will enter inside the RBC in the region of the tissue, and chloride ion will remove outside the RBC during the in the region of the alveoli. So what is that? This is called as the chloride shift or Hamburger shift. So yes, we have completed the different type of reactions that is occurring, or different effects that are going on whenever we have the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. I hope you understand, and once again you have to practice this, otherwise the reaction is same everywhere. The reaction is going to be same. Carbon dioxide binds with water molecule, form the bicarbonate, form the carbonic acid. Carbonic acid will dissociate into hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. So that's all about the video. I hope you understand. Thank you.